Brothers and sisters, I'm reaching out directly today to share with you a serious concern that I have about our 2024 so-called legislative strategy and the current leadership's plans for the IAFF Legislative Conference. Like so many of you, I attended ALTS just a couple of weeks ago and watched our IAFF General Session. And, like so many of you, I was shocked to hear the General President not mention the U.S. Safer Grant or AFG programs one time during that leadership symposium. As you likely may now know, the vital Safer Grants and AFG programs that have funded equipment, retention, and hiring of firefighters across the United States have already expired. And the funds previously authorized for those now expired programs are due to be exhausted in just a few short months. Time is limited to take action and solve this problem. With such a narrow window, you'd expect an all-hands-on-deck approach from the IAFF leadership, a trade unionist approach. Instead, what's his plan? To meet in a few weeks for LegCon, rally for unrealistic ideas, and march on Congress with demands hand in hand with the Fraternal Order of Police. Now, you may not have heard, but on January 5th, 2024, the FOP announced their Day on the Hill event to their membership with the IAFF. And yet, has the IAFF shared their plans with you? Now, to be clear, I believe we should repeal WEP and the GPO offset. Absolutely. And I believe that repealing the WEP and the GPO offset should be a priority for our union. And I promise as your General President that it will remain a priority because it's the right thing to do to advocate for our members and because the 2022 Convention Action adopted resolution demands it. But brothers and sisters, our adopted resolution at every fire on the job is to save life and protect property. Yet we all understand that vital principle that you risk a lot to save a lot, risk a little to save a little, and risk nothing to save nothing. When anyone looks at the track record of this deeply divided election year Congress, I think they'll tell you the same thing. $150 billion dumped into an entitlement program like Social Security is risking a lot to win nothing. Even the political rookies can see that this Congress has neither the ability nor the appetite to dedicate that kind of money to an entitlement program. So my question is, does this make any sense? Would you march into City Hall or your next bargaining session and lead your demands for things that you know are politically just impossible? Especially when there are vital, bipartisan programs like SAFER and AFG that have sunset and their funding is running dry. Firefighters need to lead in D.C. with smart, achievable asks, focused on the immediate threats in the congressional landscape of the day. We don't have time for wag-the-dog political theater that seems only meant to divert from the fact that the General President has nearly abandoned national collective bargaining in favor of hiring anti-union consultants who quite literally wrote the book with the National Right to Work Foundation. Our members deserve better. I'm asking for your endorsement so the IAFF gets back in the game of effectively legislating, of effective legislative activity, and bring real results for firefighters on the ground. If you wouldn't do it, we shouldn't do it. Brothers and sisters, always remember that you are the IAFF. Stay safe and be well.